All right. Back for another session of quarantine yoga. Let's get started in child's pose. Child's pose. Touch your big toes together at the back of your space. Widen your knees out to the width of your mat. Sink your hips down to your heels and settle your forehead down onto your mat. Just begin to settle in here and bring your attention to your breath. Take a nice deep full breath in through your nose. And a nice loud open mouth exhale, sigh it out. Take another deep full breath in. This time, seal your lips at the top. Exhale back out your nose. Continue breathing here like this, in and out through your nose. With every inhale, fill all the way up to the top of your chest, nice and slow. And with each exhale, create an oceanic sound at the back of your throat. Feel the constriction in the back of your throat. Like you're trying to fog up a mirror, but your mouth is closed instead of open. Take one more full breath in. Feel your belly press against your thighs. Nice controlled exhale back out your nose. Now on your next inhale, rise up to a tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists or hips over your knees. Gaze between your hands. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly down to the ground. Lift your gaze up to the wall in front of you. Exhale, cat pose. Pull your spine up toward the ceiling. Gaze between your thighs. Inhale, cow pose. Arch your belly down toward the ground. Exhale, cat pose. Press the ground away. Find space along the back of your spine. Come back to a neutral tabletop here. Press your left palm down into the ground and your left knee in the middle of your space. Inhale, modified side plank. Reach your right arm up toward the ceiling and your right leg to the back of your mat. Come down to your left knee. Now you can keep the sole of your right foot on the ground, or you can lift your leg up. So squeeze your outer thighs and glutes on the right side and flex your right toes toward the wall that you're gazing toward. Now place your right leg back on the ground. Press yourself all the way up to stand on your left knee. Right leg is extended toward the back of your mat. Place your right hand on your right leg. Reach your left arm up. And then exhale, side body stretch toward the back of your mat. Feeling this nice stretch along your left side body. Inhale, come back up to center. Place your left palm on the ground. Place your right palm down to meet it. Come back to a tabletop position. Place your right palm in the middle of your space. Ground down through your right knee. Inhale, side plank to the left. Left arm up toward the ceiling and left leg back behind you. You can keep your left leg on the ground or lift your left leg up off of the ground, flexing your left toes toward the wall you're facing. So squeeze your abductors, those are your outer thighs, to lift your left leg. Place your left leg back down to the ground behind you. Lift yourself up. Place your left arm on your left leg and reach your right arm up. And then exhale, side body stretch. Reach your right palm toward the back wall. Find this lift through your rib cage to accentuate the stretch in your right side. Inhale, come back through center, drop your right palm, come back to a tabletop position. Inhale, tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Take a moment to settle into this shape here. You can bend into one knee, bend into the next. Bring your attention to your hands. Spread your fingers really wide. Point your pointer fingers directly forward. Now spiral your triceps to the wall behind you. Release your shoulders away from your ears. And as you press your palms down really hard, lift your tailbone up. Find as much length throughout your spine as you can. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Step your feet behind your wrists at about hip width distance. Drape your torso over your thighs. Sway side to side. Let your head hang heavy. Option to grab for opposite elbows. Drop your arms down to the ground. Toe heel your feet together to touch. Leave just a sliver of space between your heels. Now inhale, slowly roll up to stand, stacking one vertebrae on top of the next. And when you get to the top, you can soften your gaze or shut your eyes completely. Press your palms together at your heart. We'll take a nice breath together. Take a deep, full breath in through your nose. Controlled breath back out your nose. Flutter your eyes open, drop your arms to your sides. Inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms up overhead. Breathe here for a moment. Pull the ball mounds of your feet toward your heels. Feel this lock in your legs when you do this and create a nice strong foundation. Take one more breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Dive down through heart center, hinge from your hips. Option to bring a bend to your knees here to bring the ground a little closer. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your palms to your shins or thighs. Shift your weight forward to the ball mounds of your feet and squeeze your shoulder blades together to create a flat spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step your feet back. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and your heels over your toes. Dome the valley between your shoulder blades. Inhale, shift forward 2 inches. Exhale, low plank, lower down halfway. Keep your elbows pinned in toward your side bodies. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip to the tops of your toes. Straighten through your arms and pull your thighs up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, neutralize your spine. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands together at your heart. Drop your arms down. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, ride your breath down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your back. Exhale, high to low plank. You can take these on your knees if you choose, just dropping down to your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands together at your heart. Drop your arms down. Inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, squeeze your core in. Exhale, high to low plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, take whichever variation you choose. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. Take a deep breath in here. Slow breath out. Inhale, keep your right leg high. Flex your right toes down to the ground and even the weight between your palms. Squeeze your right glute to lift a little bit higher. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your palms. Now, big transition here. Ground down through your right foot and inhale, one-legged mountain. Press your left knee up in line with your hip. A lot of balance and control required here, so take it as slow as you need. You can place your hands on your hips or reach them up overhead. Flex your left toes toward your face. Take a breath in. Exhale, figure 4. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh and sit your hips back. Take a little to sink into this stretch. Another bit of a balance challenge. So keep a nice neutral spine and squeeze your belly button toward your spine. This will activate your core and help with your balance. Now inhale, one-legged mountain. Lift your left knee back up in line with your hip. Now slowly with control, exhale, low lunge. Step your left leg to the back of your mat and place your palms to frame your front foot. Inhale, warrior two, spiral your back foot down and spiral your hips open toward the left side of your room. Breathe here. Gaze over your top hand and create really strong fingers here. So pull your fingers together and feel the energy shoot out your front and back hand. Inhale, hinge your torso forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Drop your right arm down and your left arm up. You can place your right forearm on your front thigh if you choose. Wherever you're at, engage your side bodies to lift your side body off of your front thigh. Inhale, reverse warrior. Lift your right arm up and back. Maintain the bend in your front knee and face your palm to the wall behind you. Take one more breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your right leg back, then lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pull your thighs up off the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips back. Inhale, keep your left leg high. Flex your left toes to the ground and squeeze your left glute to power the lift in your heel. Take one more breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot between your hands. Big transition again here. So press a lot of weight down into your left foot and hinge your weight forward. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Lift your right knee up in line with your hips. You can either reach your arms overhead or at your hips. Flex your right toes up toward your face, then squeeze your left glute to create a nice strong foundation in your standing leg. Take a breath in here. Exhale, figure four. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Palms together at heart center and sit your hips back like you're sitting in a chair. So this nice opening through your right hip, your IT band, and flex your right toes toward the wall in front of you. Inhale, rise back up to one-legged mountain. Slowly with control, exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot to the back of your mat and drop your palms down to the ground. Spiral your back foot down. Inhale, warrior one. Blossom your hips open toward the right, or warrior two rather, sorry. You know what you're doing. So bend into your left knee and straighten your right leg and press a lot of weight to the knife edges of both feet. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Lift your right arm up and drop your left arm down. Option again to place your left forearm on your front thigh. Think more about the reach up with your right hand than dumping down into your left. Inhale, reverse warrior. Maintain this position in your legs. Reach your left arm up and back. Feel the stretch along your intercostals in your rib cage. Take a breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your left leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Straighten through your arms. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips back. This is our sun B. Let's flow through this sun B, linking breath to movement. Inhale, keep your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your palms. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Lift your left leg up in line with your hip. Exhale, figure four. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh and sit your hips back. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Rise back up. Exhale, low lunge. Hinge your torso forward, then down. Inhale, warrior two. Spiral open toward the left side. Exhale, extended side angle. Hinge your torso forward and down. Inhale, reverse warrior. Maintain your bend in your right knee. Reach your right arm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your right leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Inhale, kick your left leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step your left leg between your palms. Inhale, one-legged mountain, press your right knee up. Exhale, figure four, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, sit your hips back. Inhale, one-legged mountain, return to center. Exhale, low lunge, hinge your torso forward and down, place your palms on the ground. Inhale, warrior two, spiral your hips open to the right side. Exhale, extended side angle, left arm down, right arm up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach your left arm up and back, little to no weight in your back hand. Exhale, high to low plank, cartwheel your arms down, step your left leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, keep your left leg up. Exhale, your right leg up, I'm sorry. Exhale, low lunge, step your right leg between your palms. Inhale, one-legged mountain, kick your left knee up in line with your hip. Exhale, figure four, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Inhale, one-legged mountain, rise back up. Exhale, low lunge, step your left leg to the back of your space. Inhale, warrior two, spiral open. Exhale, extended side angle, reach forward and then down. Inhale, reverse warrior, maintain the bend in your front knee. Exhale, high to low plank, cartwheel your arms down, step your right leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. Inhale, keep your left leg up this time. Exhale, low lunge, step your left leg between your hands. Inhale, one-legged mountain, press down for your left heel, reach your right leg up. Exhale, figure four, cross your right ankle over your left thigh and sit back. Inhale, one-legged mountain, back to center. Exhale, low lunge, hinge your torso forward and down, right leg goes back. Inhale, warrior two, spiral open. Exhale, extended side angle, engage your side bodies. Inhale, reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank, cartwheel your arms down, step your left leg back. Remember, these are always optional. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Take a deep breath in, controlled breath out. We're gonna take this sun B one more time and adding on little things here and there. So listen up for little changes and add-ins. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step your right leg between your palms. Inhale, one-legged mountain, swing your left knee up in line with your hip. Exhale, figure four, cross your left ankle over your right thigh and sit back. Inhale, one-legged mountain, return up to center. Listen here for a change. Exhale, airplane pose, hinge your torso forward and down, but keep your left leg up off of the ground behind you. So your torso and your left leg should be about parallel with the ground. Flex your left toes down toward the earth and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Energize your pinkies up toward the ceiling to engage your triceps. Take one more breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Slowly drop your left leg down to the back of your space. Inhale, warrior two, spiral open. Exhale, extended side angle, and pause here for a moment. You can stay here in extended side angle. If you want to work on a half bind, take your left arm, face your palm behind you, and then drop your arm behind your back and reach for your right hip crease with your left hand. Keep your chest open toward the left side of your space. If you have the half bind, reach your left arm back up to the ceiling. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the bend in your right knee, right palm reaches back. Exhale, high to low plank, cartwheel your arms down, step your right leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, extend your left leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step your left leg between your palms. Inhale, one-legged mountain, press down through your left heel and reach your right leg up. Exhale, figure four, cross your right ankle over your left thigh and sit your hips back. Inhale, one-legged mountain, rise back up. Now here's the change. Exhale, airplane pose. Hinge your torso forward, Airplane your arms to your sides and keep your right leg up off of the ground. So all of your weight is in your left leg right now. Flex your right toes down toward the ground. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Expand through your chest. Take one more breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Slowly drop your right leg down, palms to the ground. Inhale, warrior two. Sprawl your back foot down. Open your hips to the side. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach your left arm forward and then down. Now you can stay here in extended side angle. If you want to work on the half bind, place your right arm behind your back and reach toward your left hip crease with your right hand. So use this connection of the back of your right hand and the left side of your back to kind of press your hand into your back and open up further through your chest. If you have the half bind, lift your right arm back up to the ceiling. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm swings up and back. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your left leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pull your thighs up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Drop down to your knees. Press your big toes together and widen your knees out to the width of your mat. Sink your hips back. Reach your arms forward and drop your forehead down to the ground. Rest here in child's pose for a few rounds of breath. Re-regulating your breath here. Take deep breaths in and out through your nose. Every inhale, feel your belly press against your thighs. And with each exhale, create that oceanic sound at the back of your throat. Try to match the length of your inhales and exhales. Take one more deep breath in. Another slow breath out. In your next inhale, rise up to a tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Inhale, tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Now inhale, kick your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right leg between your hands. Ground down through your right foot. Same transition here. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Left knee up in line with your left hip. Now from here, we'll pause here for a moment. Squeeze your right glute and pull your right kneecap up to engage your right quad. Now from here, take another deep breath in. Exhale, eagle pose on the left. So sit your hips back, cross your left leg over the top of your right leg, and left arm goes underneath your right arm. You can go for the bear hug that Sam is demoing, grabbing for opposite shoulders. Or you can go for the bind in your arms, pressing your palms toward one another. You can also go for the bind in your legs, wrapping your left leg around your right. Just keep your hips nice and low and squeeze your thighs toward one another. Take another deep breath in. Sink a little bit lower on your breath out. Now inhale, one-legged mountain, unwind your arms and legs, come back up to center. Exhale, low lunge, step your left leg to the back of your space, drop your palms down to the ground. Inhale, warrior two, spiral open toward the left side. Exhale, extended side angle, reach your right arm forward and then down. You have a few options here. You can stay here in extended side angle. You can work on the half bind with your left arm reaching toward your right hip crease. You can work on the full bind. For the full bind, your left arm goes toward your right hip crease, and then your right arm goes underneath your right leg and reaches up for your back hand. Now, if you don't want to work on the bind and you want some more balancing, we'll be moving into half moon. For half moon, gaze down at your right foot, Shift your weight all into your right leg and reach your left leg up off of the ground, keeping your hips open toward the left side of your room. Here in half moon, left arm energetically reaches up toward the ceiling and your left toes flex toward the side wall. Stack your hips on top of one another. Squeeze your side bodies to lift your torso up just a little bit. Here in half moon, slowly begin to drop your left leg back down to the ground. Straighten your front leg. Inhale, reverse triangle. Press your hips forward. Lift your right arm up and back. Feel this nice stretch through the entire right side of your body. Take one more breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your right leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips back. Inhale, keep your left leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left leg between your hands. Same transition again. Press your weight into your left foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Right knee lifts in line with your right hip, arms overhead. Now stay here for a moment. Bring your attention to your left leg. Squeeze your left glute. Take another breath in. Exhale, eagle pose on the right. Sink into your left leg. Wrap your right leg around your left. And then your right arm goes underneath your left arm. You can grab your opposite shoulder for the bear hug, or you can go for the bind again in your arms, pressing your palms together. Lift your elbows up in line with your shoulders, and then if you have the bind in your arms, press your palms forward to expand further through your shoulder blades behind you. Stay for a breath in. Sink a bit lower on the breath out. Now unwind slowly. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Come back up. And exhale, low lunge. Slowly reach your right leg to the back of your mat, arms down to the ground. Inhale, warrior two, spiral open toward the right side. Exhale, extended side angle, hinge forward and then down. Options again here, you can go for the half bind with your right arm, extending toward your left hip crease. If you want the full bind, take your left arm, reach underneath your left leg, and then back to reach your other hand. If you're going for the full bind, just keep your chest open toward the right side. Yeah, you got it, Sam. Good. If you want the balance instead, going for half moon, gaze down towards your left foot, shift all of your weight into your left leg, extend your right leg up off of the ground, off of your mat. Squeeze your outer thighs and glutes on your right side to power the lift in your right leg. Point your left toes directly in front of you and stack your hips on top of one another. It's a very difficult balancing posture, so it's okay if you wobble and shake. You're in half moon, slowly drop your right leg back down to the ground. Straighten your front leg. Inhale, reverse triangle. Press your hips forward. Extend your left arm up and then back. Stay here for a moment. Enjoy this stretch on your left side. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your left leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right leg between your palms. Drop your left knee down. Inhale, crescent moon. Reach your arms up overhead and breathe here for a moment. You can interlace your hands around your front thigh. Gently rock forward and back. Feel a stretch in your left hip flexor. So press your hips forward and gently tuck your tailbone under. That will accentuate this stretch on your left hip. Now inhale, reach your arms back up overhead. Exhale, runner's lunge. Plant your palms on the inside of your right foot and toe heel your right foot out to the edge of your mat. Sink into this however you'd like. You can come down to your forearms if that's accessible in your body. If you want some hip opening, you can roll over to the knife edge of your right foot. feel that stretch there on your right side, wherever you like. If you're on your forearms, press back up onto your palms. Engage your right knee, your left knee up off of the ground. Exhale, high plank. Step your right leg back to meet your left. Ground down through your left palm. Inhale, side plank. Roll over onto your left hand and reach your right arm up toward the ceiling. Option to lift your top leg if you want some more ab and leg work here. Take one more breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Plant your right palm. Flow through whichever variation you choose. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your left leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left leg between your palms. Drop your right knee down. Inhale, crescent moon. Hinge your torso up and reach your arms overhead. Breathe here. You can sink into this however you'd like. You can keep your arms up overhead. You can interlace your hands around your front thigh. If your arms are up, maybe you take a gentle back bend to feel the stretch further throughout your right hip flexors. Inhale, arms back up overhead. Exhale, runner's lunge. Plant your palms on the inside of your left foot. Walk your left foot out to the edge of your mat. And sink into this stretch however you'd like. You can come down to your forearms. This side might feel a little different than the other. That's totally fine, totally normal. If you're on your forearms, press back up onto your palms. Lift your right knee up off of the ground and exhale, high plank. Step your left leg back to meet your right. Ground down through your right palm. Inhale, side plank. Lift your left arm up toward the ceiling. Option to lift your left leg up off of your right. Squeezing your outer glutes and thighs. Take one more breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Drop your left arm down. Flow through a high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to a high plank. Then slowly with control, lower all the way down to your belly. Place your palms on the ground by your low set of ribs. Cricket your elbows up and press the tops of your feet into the ground, so much that your knees even lift off the ground. Now inhale, baby cobra. Lift your chest gently off the ground, little to no weight in your palms. Squeeze your shoulder blades toward one another. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower down to center 2 more times. Inhale, baby cobra. Lift your chest up. Exhale, slowly lower down. Last one. Inhale, baby cobra. Chest up, tops of your feet down. Exhale, lower down. Lower your left cheek down to the ground. Extend your arms to your sides. Take a moment of rest here. Feel your heart beating against your mat. Return your chin to center. Keep your arms down by your sides. We'll take full locust here. For full locust, your arms, legs, and chest will lift. So inhale, locust pose, lift up, lift your pinkies up to the ceiling, and press your toes together behind you and your inner thighs, pull them toward one another, and lift everything up. Feel the back line of your body working. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly lower down. Lower your opposite cheek down to the ground. Take another little moment of rest here. Return your chin back to center. Press your palms down into the ground. Press yourself up and then switch over onto your butt. Extend your Let's do right leg first. Extend your right leg out in front of you. Press the sole of your left foot on your inner right thigh. And rotate your torso so it's facing your extended leg. And then inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, one-legged seated forward fold. Grab for whatever you can, whether that's your feet or your shin. Drop your left shoulder down in line with your right, so you're hinging directly over your right leg. Inhale, rise back up. Place your right forearm down on the inside of your right leg. Ground down through your left sit bone. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, bend toward your right foot. Feeling this side body stretch on the left. It's okay if your left arm doesn't get too close to your foot, as long as you're creating as much space on your left side as you can. Now, inhale, rise back up. Place your left palm on the ground behind your left hip. And then inhale, stargazer, press up and reach your right arm toward the wall behind you. Lift your hips up toward the ceiling. Nice little counter stretch here. Exhale, come on back down. Switch out your legs. Extend your left leg long. Press the sole of your right foot on your inner left thigh. Pivot your torso so it's facing your extended leg. Inhale, create length in your spine. Exhale, one-legged seated forward fold. Hinge forward over your left leg. Grabbing for whatever you can. If your right shoulder lifts up a lot, like over your left, pull your shoulders down in line. Maybe that means you only grab for your shin. That's totally fine. Now inhale, rise back up. Place your left forearm on the inside of your left leg. Ground down through your right sit bone. Inhale, reach your right arm up toward the ceiling. Exhale, bend toward your extended leg. Keep your chest open toward the right side of the room, creating as much space on your right side as you can. Inhale, rise back up. Place your right hand behind your right hip, behind you. Then inhale, press everything up to stargazer. Left arm reaches behind you, hips up toward the ceiling. And drop your head back. Exhale, return down to the ground. Press the soles of your feet together to touch for Baddha Konasana, or bound angle. Butterfly your knees out. You can pull your heels as close into your body as you want. They don't have to be close. They can be far away. That's fine. If this is enough of a stretch for you, stay right here. If you want some more, grab for the bottoms of your feet and kind of cradle your feet with your hands. And then on an exhale, hinge your torso forward, bending from your hips, opening up through your hips. Then you're kind of trying to drop the crown of your head like toward your toes. Now inhale, rise back up. Pull your knees into center. Roll all the way down to your back. Extend your legs long out in front of you. And inhale, draw your right knee up to your right armpit. And give your right leg a nice squeeze. Exhale, supine twist. Draw your right leg over to the left side of your space. Either tee out or goalpost your arms, depending on how much space you have. Press both shoulder blades into the ground. Option to gaze toward the ceiling or drop your gaze over your right shoulder if your neck allows it. Just relax your shoulder blades down into the ground. No need to force anything in this stretch. Return your right leg to center. Lift your left knee up into your left armpit and extend your right leg long. Inhale, squeeze your left knee up. Exhale, supine twist. Draw your left leg over to the right side of your space. Again, tee out or goalpost your arms, depending on the space you have. Stack your hips on top of one another. Extend your right leg straight. Press both shoulder blades down into the ground. Option to gaze over your left shoulder to complete this twist throughout your spine. Draw your left leg back to center. Hug both knees up into your chest and wrap your forearms around your shins. Roll into the tiniest little ball you can get. Lift your forehead up to your knees. Squeeze everything together. Take a breath in. Exhale, Shavasana. Let your arms and legs go long. Fall into whatever shape is comfortable. Doesn't necessarily have to be down on your back. Just let your feet fall however is comfortable. Release any tightness from your legs. Release any locks in your abdomen. Feel your chest rise and fall to the natural cadence of your breath. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relax all the muscles in your forehead. Just enjoy a few moments of rest here. You can stay here resting in Shavasana as long as you like. If you want to be guided out tonight, begin to bring small movements to your fingers and toes. Roll out your ankles and your wrists. Take a nice long body stretch. Reach your arms overhead. Point your toes. Draw your knees into your chest and roll onto either your right or left side for fetal pose, using your bicep as a pillow. Press yourself up to a tall seat. You can keep your eyes closed or soften your gaze. Place your hands on your knees, in your lap, or together at heart center. Find a nice tall spine. We'll finish with the breath. Exhale out any stale air in your lungs. Take a deep, full breath in. Fill up your belly, fill up your chest. Then hold your breath in at the top. Open mouth, exhale, sigh your air out. Lift your thumbs up to your third eye center, the space between your eyebrows and your forehead. The light in me honors and sees the light in all of you. Rock forward. Namaste.
Namaste. Thanks, Emily.
Good work, Sam.
That was a good one.